1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's a 5 second. That's a yikes. Uh, that's a new delay. So, welcome back to another stream. I am going to just get straight into it today because I do have to get off earlier than what I usually do. So let me set this up real fast. Let me see if that's too loud. Always gotta check to see if like check to see if it's too much. I can never trust a playlist compared to like my headphones. Anyways, so yeah, let's get right into it. Let me just check this chat real quick. And here, okay, good, cool. And cool, somebody's already here. Okay, so last time, what was I doing last time? Right, I was fixing the arms to get them into a less cringe placing. So let me go ahead and just do that. So first things first, I actually don't like the size of some of these bits. I don't know. Is that a good size? I really don't know. It might be, actually. I don't know. So I kind of feel like the hands are slightly too small for some reason. Oh well. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the size of the hands after I, of course, move these things how I need them to be. Okay. Now, I'm likely gonna have to redo the colors on the arm bits. I don't know, depends. Maybe not. Let's see. First things first, I want to just move this whole thing just a bit. So let's take it like that. Because like when I sit alright, the crisscross position, I really want to change the legs, like completely, to be honest. I was looking back at it, and I really don't like how they look. Like this, something feels wrong about this. This looks like the legs are like splayed out, and so it's weird. But let me go ahead and do this. Bring this up a bit more, like that. Actually, like compared to my arm, let's see. looking at me. It looks like it'd be more around here, and let me also adjust it like this. Yeah, so something right around here. Seems like it would be for the best. But, anyways, now let me get the rest of these pieces adjusted. Let's see. I think I can do this by quick grouping easier, because I don't think I'm able to. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually able to do it like that. Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, so let me just quick group it. Like that. Move this target point. Oh, artist tip, I guess. There's a target point, like right here. I don't know if I can actually see that. It's kind of hard to see. It's this thing right here. This is your rotational joint in Krita. So just right around where you want to rotate it at. And go bring. Oh, hey. It actually looks pretty good. When moved around like that. Let's see. My hands do come right around to where my nipples would be when holding the controller. So that's about right. Let's go ahead and move everything off a bit more to the side. Like that. And now I can... Let's see, where is it? The hand... Kind of like adjust it like that. Oh. I already forgot my quick artist tip. The joint. Just move it like this. And like that. And then quick group these ones. I'll have to get rid of some of the quick groups though. Right after this, but that's fine. Something like that. Let's see. Does that look like a controller grip? Let me actually grab my controller to check this real quick though. Yeah! Alrighty. So... This is really weird observing myself. I'm like, looking at my grips. That is kinda how I do hold my hands, gripping it. It's really weird. Here's the next artist tip, I guess. Observe yourself. And use those observations to, figure out how to art. Anyways, this position should be fine, and now I do want to increase the size, just very slightly. Need some bigger strongman hands. Let's see, scale this to like, let's go to 170 and see how big that is. That's might be a bit too big. Let's go down to 165. Okay, that looks good. Adjust it slightly, and we are good. Let me re-get this in here. Group it. Let's see, how would a bracelet actually hang on a wrist? I'm not sure. Oh well. But this looks just about right. So next would be the poncho. Oh, actually before that, let me duplicate it. Get rid of this arm right here. Gotta get armor. Here, transform horizontally. Here we go. Okay. Now, next, let's get back to this poncho right here. Let me see. Okay, so this part right here needs to be covering the arm. However, I don't like how I layered these over here. Right here. So I'm gonna be redoing this bit. So let me just hide this background so I can see this white on white. This is okay. So let me go ahead and erase this part here. This right here. And let's see, let me just put a small, quick little guide line so I can actually follow it properly. And I will be using the Bezier curve. Let's see, that looks like a good angle to follow here, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Probably something like that. No, that's too wide. Let me take it back. Probably... yeah, just probably a bit closer to it, actually. Maybe. So, anyways, I've been looking at my YouTube analytics, and I've been seeing a very surprising amount of things. Mainly being that the weirdly enough, I'm not sure how, but a good portion of the people somehow finding my streams are from the Philippines. Like, I probably would have expected a more American audience, but there's no problem with that. Oh, but also other videos that are recommending my live streams, because like I swear YouTube did not used to do this, but for some reason my lives are being treated as like normal videos. It's probably because of the fact that I have them public rather than unlisted. Because typically when you finish a stream, it automatically gets unlisted. From what I've noticed. And thing is, it basically is treated as a normal YouTube video at that point once it's live and public. And another the cool thing is that YouTube lets you see which other YouTube videos are from, or it's not like promoting your content specifically, but like the other kinds of videos, that your own videos will be shown as in the recommended tab that comes with it. And some of those videos that I saw with my live streams getting recommended were fucking weird. Like one of them reminded me kind of the old Elsa Spider-Man things that were on YouTube back in like 2016, 2017. And to me, I I didn't want. I don't know. There's no way to actually like unassociate yourself from getting promoted or recommended through those tabs. But I really didn't want my videos, my live stream showing up from those. It was weird. It was, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Oh, another one I noticed from a video from recommendations is the not just like one specific episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. That somebody posted online. You know, it's I don't know I don't know what to do when it comes to that kind of I don't know. Okay. Okay, I like how that's looking so far. Now, where's my arm? Let me hide that. Okay. So I'm gonna need to separate the arm in order to make this work. No. Okay, no. I need to take it from right here. How am I gonna do this? Okay, take it from right here. And I'm gonna cut it right here. And now I'm gonna separate this chunk right here. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm gonna start here. Start here. Let me Control C, V. That gets that part. Let me get this one, Control C, V. And now I'm gonna delete, I'm gonna get rid of these chunks that are on it right here. Let's see. Okay, yep, I got rid of it. And now I have these chunks like this. And now I move this into the arm. Left arm. And where's the other one? Here it is. I'll move this. Where's my arm? Here it is. I'll move that there. And this part here, let me, no, not that, let me group these so I can move this one specifically. Oh my god. So I can move these specifically. Like this. Have it like this. And now I can take these two and move them like this. Okay. Now let's see, where is it? It's this one. I take this one. And now I just need to draw slightly. Here we go. Just so that it can cover up this part right here. Kind of like that. And then let me hide this so that I can do this. And here we go. Okay. And now let me unhide this arm. And let me get rid of this little simple guide that I made. Hell yeah. Okay. Let me... remove arm R again. Oh, wait. I gotta finish this part right here. So that the blending can work. Okay. So, this is just so that when this part moves slightly, it won't be revealed that, uh-oh, there's nothing there. And so this is just our safety measure. And now with the way that I have it set up, this should be very unnoticeable. Okay, yeah. This right here should be unnoticeable. Maybe. Yeah, it shouldn't be noticed on the part that matters, which is like right here. Where is that thing? This? No, it's these? It is these. Okay, let me just do a quick check. Yeah, okay, so this should be fine right here, because this part should likely always be hidden behind this arm, as far as what I'm planning to do. So, let me go ahead and duplicate this left side of the poncho over. Right. Let me get rid of these ones. Duplicate this. And this, and let me just rename it real quick. And then move it under the left ones. And now let me just layer, transform, mirror, layer, transform, mirror. Here we go. And now all that I probably need to do is duplicate this arm here again and transform horizontally. And now the top half looks good. Oh my goodness. And now for the legs. I don't know how I want to actually go about doing this. Because, like I said near the start of the stream, it really looks like I'm doing the splits. Just adjusting real quick. And so, yeah, I want to fix that a bit. So, I'm looking at my knees here, and what I'm thinking is I probably don't need to get rid of really anything. If I really need to get rid of anything, it's probably gonna be these top legs, the top parts of the legs right here, rather than the bottom ones. The bottom ones I can simply just adjust. If I can find it, that is. Where do I have the legs at? Here it is. Okay. I don't remember how I have it set up. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm looking at my legs right now, and as far as the angle of my knees compared to my hips go, they are pretty much in front of my hips for the most part. So I gotta move this knee from here to about here. And let's do gonna be these ones. Let me just group these real quick so I can move them. Let me hide the right side, or did I? No, I'll keep the right side in this time. Let me move it to about here. really crazy to think about it. But the thing, because okay, so I did the angles kind of wrong because from here when I took it, these are how it looks standing straight up compared to what it'd be like here. So this part should be right around here. So it's not too much of a reduction, but it is a bit of a reduction. So let me just go ahead and rotate this kind of like this. That was too much. Is it? No. Move it kind of like this. Let's see. Or what am I doing? This should be right here. And now this looks about right. Okay, yeah. Here we go. And let's see. That didn't really warp it as badly as I thought it would. So, I'm just gonna keep going. Let's go ahead and move these shoes right on over. Or you know what? I am doing something wrong. Hang on. I'm not accounting the boot. Okay, let me group this boot here. Okay, so this should be right around here. And now let me go back to the leg. And now we move the leg like this. And adjust for the leg. And this seems right, actually. Kinda. Let me just move it just a tiny bit more like that. Okay, that looks right about a good angle, so let's go ahead and keep it there. Let me go ahead and hide those parts. They're getting in the way of it. Now this leg. Okay, this one will probably just be a quick adjustment also. Maybe. Never mind, this is not gonna be a quick adjustment. No. Okay, I'm gonna need to redo the hips as well. Something kind of like this. Do-do-do. It might be easier to just completely redo this leg, maybe. Now let me do this. Yeah, no. Okay, let me just redo this leg completely. It's just a minor step back. Where's my guides? Oof, that's a lot different. So, according to here, this is a load of bullshit. No, but let me just do this. No. Okay, okay, yeah, exactly. Actually. I'll just redo the hips as well. I'll keep this as sort of a... That's where it kind of goes. Let's see. We'll start it from about down here. And let's just go up. Do, 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 do. And I'll just bridge the difference between these guys. Let me fix this. I don't quite like how that looks. Well, anyways, so today was kind of funny. My dad was looking for a very specific movie to watch, and he was able to find it for free on YouTube TV. but usually the movies that are free on YouTube. What is that? This is a leg. Currently, I am remaking my, or I am making a VTuber, my VTube character. And right now, I am in the art process. All the red and blue lines are, are guidelines in the background. But I'm nearing the final kinda parts of it. Kinda. I don't know. I'm thinking I should probably be done with it by around next week. Or actually drawing. Let's see. I can go ahead and erase right about here for the hip. And now back to this part. Maybe I can do something with this. Let's see. I'll have something similar to what I had before. Oh, anyways, back to what I was saying before. My dad was looking for a very specific movie, and he was able to find it for free on the YouTube TV. But the free movies from YouTube, you usually have you need to, they require you to watch ads. It's watch free with ads. I don't know what movie he was watching, to be honest. But it was some Snow Dog movie. Not Snow Dogs though. It wasn't that one. It was a more gritty, dramatic one. But anyways, he couldn't make it through the movie because of how many ads there were. And it honestly, it was really ridiculous because almost every time I walked by to try to catch a glimpse of the movie, there was just an ad playing. It was mostly like food making ads. It wasn't even ads. It was just somebody making food, and it went on for like each one went for like a good 5 minutes or so. And like honestly, that's kind of ridiculous as far as things go, but like it really ruins the movie mood. But I think in the end, I think he made it almost to the end of the movie. But it, it literally just got way too ridiculous. that's weird. Did it again. Yeah. Excuse me. Did I screw this up again? I did. God. Easy fix. Easy fix. Okay. Do I think a hot dog is a sandwich? Oh boy. I am gonna go on a tangent. Okay. So, as far as food classification goes, a hot dog probably doesn't count as a sandwich. And I'm going to give my specific reasoning as to why. So, as far as sandwiches go, I guess there's like several different categories of sandwiches, like subspecies of sandwich. The main one being your classic sandwich, where you do need 2 slices of bread. Let me just get that out there as a your basic species of sandwich being 2 slices of bread with something in the middle. Dare I say you can go as far as to having a bread sandwich by having 2 slices of bread with a piece of bread in the middle of the sandwich. But, and then we move on to the hot dog. Because that is more of a sub sandwich rather than a regular sandwich. So by classification, yes, sandwich, but by distinctiveness, or but by true sandwich nature, not a true sandwich. I don't know. What's a good way to also explain this? Because this is like with animals too. It's like a lesser sandwich. A hot dog is a lesser sandwich. Similar to like pandas. You have the great panda, and then you have red pandas. which are lesser pandas. Do you You know what? I'm not gonna eat a sub sandwich from the top because that'd make a mess. So yeah, a hot dog. I don't know. That's fucking weird. Who the hell eats a hot dog the long way or from the side? Eating a hot dog is the optimal way of consuming a hot dog, the long way. I don't know. That's the best way to optimize your success, your chances of success in actually consuming the glizzy. You like to bite it from the middle? I don't know what to tell you, man. You're a freak. A freak of nature. I don't know. Do you eat your do you consume your a meatball sub from the middle? Okay. Good lord. Okay, well, I know who not to wear a white t-shirt next to if I'm ever eating anything. If I'm ever eating sub sandwiches. But anyways, I guess that I kind of answered your question as far as hot dog as a sandwich. So, by technicality, it is a sandwich, but lesser sandwich, I think is the best answer I can give you. You know, that's kind of the same realm of calling a cereal soup in a sort of sense. Oh my god. Because by consideration and technicality's sake, cereal would fall along the lines of soup. However, it's sort of it's kind of the same as far as a a, a food subspecies go, I guess. Considering if anything, it'd be closer to like being oatmeal, but like a wet oatmeal. I mean, it's basically just called oatmeal, a liquid. But if you're warming it up, you're basically just having like a liquidy oatmeal at that point. Ugh, how did I mess this up? Okay. I believe this should be good. Okay, this looks good. For the most part. It's definitely better than how it was before. So let me go ahead and remove this. Get this. Duplicate. And transform. And the hips. Duplicate. Duplicate. Take the hips. Layer. Transform. Mirror. And layer. Transform. Mirror. There we go. And I just noticed that I forgot to erase some parts. Okay, it's fine. Let me Get rid of these. It's not part of it. Oh, here we go. Alrighty. And now I can merge these like that. Let me just fill in this color right here. What the heck? No, I did this right. Oh, I love this song. Oh, yeah, I have real zoomed in on the Pinot. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be there too long. Okay. I am almost done. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where are they? Did I get rid of them? No. You're right here. I am gonna get rid of it though. So let me remove this and that. Man, it's been such a long time since I've played the Pokemon Platinum, the Diamond and Pearl games. God, I love those ones so much. And this song is giving me a lot of nostalgia. Okay, how do I want to do this? Before I just throw it in again. I'm thinking. Let's see. Back to my artist tip from earlier. Use yourself as an example. I don't quite have any cloths just laying around though, that I can use as an example to look at. Let me zoom out away from my crutch first though. Let me go find a blanket real quick, just so I have an example to kind of look at. Alrighty, I found one. So, it is covering up most of my legs, pretty much to the knee. So I kind of gotta have it come down to about here. Let's see. You know what, that can actually work better than Bob Ross. Now that's kind of, yeah, I don't know, you're kind of glazing me a bit too much there. I know, I mean, I'm pretty good, but I'm definitely not that good. The main difference between me and Mr. Ross there is, I don't accept my happy little accidents. I gotta purge them. Actually, you know what? You know, I just realized I'm disjoining all the legs and whatnot, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna have them move all that much. Actually, I'm never mind. I'm gonna have it move just a tiny bit, so I don't need to be too particular with this part. But let me hide this part here. We'll get this like that. Here we go. And it's gonna come to about here. You know, I'm thinking about it, and I did draw out most of this leg, but I'm gonna be covering most of it with like this thing right now. I guess it's better to play safe than sorry, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that covers up pretty much the whole thing. Gonna take it to about here. Kind of like this. And let's see, this top part is pretty much just going to be static. So let me go ahead and erase to about here. And yeah, this is approximately where I'm gonna have the belt at. But also, if it seems like I'm in a bit of a rush, that's because I kinda am. I will be leaving just a bit earlier today than I have been, due to the fact that, that I kinda actually need to get up early tomorrow. So I will be heading out around 1 AM, which is about 20 minutes from now. But I should have this pretty much done by then. And also, just to let everybody know, today's live stream is sponsored sponsored again by the like and subscribe button. So, if you don't mind, take like 5 seconds or so, go ahead and press those buttons. Let them light up. They get happy when they light up. And by they, I mean me. I get happy when the like button lights up. But only if you want to. I definitely don't want to force anybody. I don't know. That's one of the big things I'm like kinda trying to change up, especially with my channel, because before I don't know, how's the best way to explain this? I'm pretty much resetting the channel, or I've reset it pretty much, for the most part. And basically the way I want to try to go about doing it is having viewers that like the content. I guess is the best way to explain it. And I don't know. I think the best way to explain it is is like an example. So say somebody has 10,000 subscribers. That's like just a random arbitrary number. But only 100 of them watch the actual content. So on paper, I guess, no, not on paper. To somebody looking at the channel, they'll see, oh hey, that's a channel with a lot of subs, but no, this is a bad example. Anyways, a lot of subs, but a low viewer count. Because that's kind of how YouTube works. Is they don't really count. They count the number of subscribers you have, but they more look at how many views are on a video. So if you have 10,000, but you're only getting like 100 views per video, then that's not technically successful. Which is what I was running into previously about a year ago. Basically, I had the 200 subs, but I was only getting like 5 or 10 views per video. That's why I'm full restarting and trying something new. I'm taking a different approach than what I did last time. Is what I'm getting at with this. Oh hey Yang, seeing that you're here actually, I came across another whale VTuber. One that I've actually never knew about before, which is cool. So now I know of the existence of 3 whale themed VTubers. Actually, who is it? Let me check. It's Sachimu. That's their name. And their content seemed pretty good. I don't know. I liked it. It was almost a instant sub. Okay. What kind of food does my whale eat? Well, my whale is a toothed whale, not a baleen whale. So they more or less primarily consume more actual fish instead of the little phytoplanktons or krill and other ocean debris. You know what surprised me is the amount of people who don't know the difference between toothed whales and baleen whales. And I mean, I guess not everybody is as whale savvy as me, because you know I really like whales. But yeah, it caught me off guard. Just because you know people straight up just didn't think whales had teeth. or like the tooth teeth. But the funny thing is that, like, I believe there's 104 or no 114 different species of whale, or to be more specific, porpoise, and only 14 of them are actually baleen whales. And by baleen, those are the brush, like the brush comb, the comb teeth that are like hairy, like the whale from Finding Nemo. That was a baleen whale. But two of the whales, or porpoises, those ones have teeth that are more like ours, but I mean like not human shaped teeth. They're more pointed. Toot. You know, kind of like what you would expect from a toothed animal. Oh, it also catches people off guard how many different type of whales there are. I mean, it definitely caught me off guard first time I saw there was that many. Also, as far as my favorite whale goes, I believe I said this on stream a couple days ago. Yeah, one of the previous streams, but I really like the vaquita. It's a little tiny cute guy that lives in Mexico. I can't type it into the chat for some reason because it auto translates. But basically it's the Spanish word for little cow. What's wrong here? That's what's wrong here. Let me get the sashes out of the leg parts. Oh, by the way, vaquitas are also two of the whales. They don't have the baleen. But it's also super weird which whales are the baleen whales, and it's pretty much all the supermassive ones. Like, for some reason, they're the ones who decided that, hey, I'm super huge, but I'm just gonna eat really tiny food. back into... I'm not gonna say it. Okay, but that is pretty much the basis of this. And let me go ahead and color all of this real quick right before I head out. And then I believe next Tuesday I should be all done with the actual drawing phase. And then I should just be able to move it in to live 2D on the Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think I can start working on this on Thursday, or rigging it on Thursday in live 2D. Remember to stay in the lines? Okay, well, guess what, mister? This is why I'm doing this. So, quick art tip here. If whatever art program allows you to make your own custom barriers like this, then take it to your advantage. You know what? That's just my general tip for most anything. Just take advantage of anything and everything that you can. Because voila. I screwed up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And like that, I was able to color inside of all of the lines with very minimal effort. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe on the Wednesday before the Thursday stream, I might just go ahead and on my own fix up all the little tinier hiccups in this. Mainly the organization, because I do not have this being organized optimally to be moving it into a live 2D. And I was wondering, yeah, I was wondering if I should stream it, but that's just something that'll take like a good 15 or so minutes on my end, so. Color that I have here before. Whatever. It was this one. Right here. Alrighty. Okay. Oh hey, Josue, this is a question I asked on one of the previous streams, but I gotta know what is your favorite dinosaur? And I mean, don't goof around with this question. I need to know. This is the only way if I know that I can trust you. It depends on how cool your favorite dinosaur is. The T-Rex? Okay, that's cool enough. Yeah, I mean, Barney's technically a T-Rex, so. So you had that going for you. Anyways, as far as my favorite dinosaur goes, it's a pretty cool one. It is the Archaeopteryx. The Archaeopteryx is a raptor kind of dinosaur. But the cool thing about it is that it's technically the dinosaur that is the bridge between dinosaurs and birds. That looks better. Okay. Okay, chat. Now this is cash money. And this is where I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for tonight. Like, it is a lot earlier than I have been doing. But this is just gonna be for tonight, this time around, because I do need to wake up pretty early. So again, thanks for 5 people being in the stream. That is a lot more than the last couple streams. And that's actually pretty cool. Wow. Thanks for the all the engaging conversations today. You know, that whole thing about the hot dog, I feel like that took a load off of my chest, explaining that. I don't know, my views on hot dog sandwiching. Anyways, when this is a YouTube video in like 10 hours, and anyone is just watching it, go ahead and consider leaving a like and subscribing. And also looking forward to other parts of the channel. I don't know. I really wanna take things more forward than I did starting out beforehand. Oh, also, I think I should mention this. I don't think I've ever mentioned this actually before, but I do have social media accounts. I have an X account. I don't know, Twitter, the Twitter, as well as a Blue Sky. You can actually I did put the links in the what is it, in the description for this specific live stream. But yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great night. I should make an ending screen. You know what? I'm gonna put the starting screen at the end. I'm gonna confuse people. They're gonna look at it. They're gonna see it. They're gonna be like, "Oh wow, wait, why is it just this the whole time?" But nope, nope. My starting screen is my ending screen. Good night.